What's up, everyone, and welcome to Sunday with Ola97. Hello. I hope you're having a great morning. I hope a lot of people are in this premiere right now, chatting away. Hello, Valeria, that guy, Mike Owens maybe, Team No Sleep. Hello, what's up? I have to show you something. I haven't shown bass players a lot of love lately. I'm sorry for that. Guitar players, man, there are way more of them, and they also buy more guitars than bass players. Bass players, they get one or two basses maybe. Is that me generalizing? I have no idea. I want to talk about our new basses. So last week we released this baby, the 5-string blue bass, and this past Friday we released this, the AB 2.4 Candy Up Red. And, you know, just giving the bass players a little bit of love, man. Basses have been really well for solo guitars, actually. So I'm really excited to see that, you know, actual bass players, they want to play our basses. Let me just plug it in real quick, just to play a little bit of guitar on a bass. You know, that's what us guitar players do. We have no idea what we're doing. I'm playing with a pick. That's okay. That's what bass players play, right? No? Okay. That's also a guitar player thing. You mute the bass strings. But it sounds fucking kick-ass. Someone told me, do not mute the fucking bass strings. But it gives a cool sound, man. Have you tried? No? Well, try it. That's what I hear. All right, enough talk about basses. That's enough, you guys, okay? You know when you give the bass player a little finger, they take the full arm. No, I'm just kidding, obviously, okay? Bass players, I love you guys. You play the bass, it's very important. It's the bass in the music. Anyways, let's head over to the news. Hello. I don't think it has escaped anyone that Gibson was suing Dean. I mean, Gibson, basically they try to sue anyone out there that has something that looks like a guitar on it. And the court verdict is in. Dean must stop producing the V, the Z, and the Grand Sport electric guitars after the latest ruling in Gibson trademark infringement lawsuit. Fucking hell, there it is. You know, Dean had been making these guitars for, I think, 30, 40 years. And it's not until now that Gibson are actually going after Dean in this case, which is, you know, if you have a trademark, you're supposed to go after the people that are, you know, infringing on your trademark, to uphold your trademark. Now, Gibson hasn't been doing this with Dean since the past 40 years, so it's a little, you can say whatever you want, but Dean obviously copied the Gibson V and the Gibson Explorer with this body shape right there. Obviously, they have a different headstock, but it's a complete copy of the shape. Anyways, now they have to stop producing now. The Grand Sport. What is the Grand Sport? Dean Grand Sport. Oh, it's an SG. Okay. Well, you know what? I don't really mind that they're gonna stop making these, because that's an absolute abomination right there. Look at that. I mean, the SG shape is already a very acquired taste. This looks like an absolute face right here. Look at that. I have a Dean V over here. So this is gonna be like worth a lot now. It's a lawsuit model now that they have to stop making the V's and the E's. Gibson's guitar shapes are iconic and now are firmly protected for the past, present, and the future. From a broader perspective, this court decision is also a win for Gibson fans, artists, and dealers. Thank God, Gibson can now focus attention on continuing to leverage its iconic past and invest in future innovations with confidence. Okay, thank God. They're moving forward, guys. They're gonna... That's Yankee. They're trying to get back into getting innovativity. They're trying to get innovative. 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 Is that how you say it? They're trying to get, you know, they're gonna invest in future innovation. I find that very hard to believe, but good on them. Bad for Dean, obviously. It feels like Dean were already sort of prepared for this to happen, because they already have V's and E's that are, you know, their own V shape. I mean, this Michael Amma right there, that's its own shape. I mean, this earwig right there, obviously the ML, is theirs. It's just that, ooh, Michael Schenker. Ooh, he's not gonna be happy with this because this is the Gibson V shape right there. That's gonna be interesting. Is Michael Schenker gonna play the other V's now? What's gonna happen? Yeah, look, this is the Dean V that they have. They've had this alongside the regular, Gibson V shape that they've had. And Dean have had these models for a long time, and also their own Explorer shape. So I think that they were probably preparing for this like a long time ago. So they could basically drop the V's and the E shapes, the Gibson ones, and just continue on with the Vengeance series. Or what's the other one called? Not the Vendetta, the Z? No? The Zero. There it is. Look at that. So basically, they have to stop selling the V's and the Z's, but they have the Vengeance series and the Zero series. So, what's all the fuss about? I don't know. You can get a shitty looking Explorer right here. Don't worry. All right. Metallica is a band. Right. Stranger Things, it's a series. Combined. No, not combined. Anyways, in the series, spoiler alert, there was a song being played. It was Master of the Puppets of the Stranger Things. And this guy, Joseph Quinn, was the actor. He was the actor Eddie, and he played a Master of Puppets song in the series. And, the internet exploded, basically. And Master of Puppets became incredibly popular again. Sparking a full-blown interest in Metallica again as well. Not that they needed it, because they're already really, really big. But, I think it's cool. He visited them, and they jammed together, because it seemed that Joseph Quinn rehearsed and knew how to play Master of Puppets. At least it seems so when watching the series. So here, look at, he's down picking right there. Look at that.
4 count. You know the beginning? Okay.
The spaghetti? What? Did he say spaghetti? I'm gonna give you a 4 count. The spaghetti?
I'll give you a 4 count. You know the beginning? Okay.
A spaghetti. Okay. There it is. Dude, it's all down picking. Is this their rehearsing room sound? Dude, that drum kit sounds kick-ass. Oh shit!
That's just like the one on the show.
Oh, he's been giving a guitar.
Man,
that is cool, man. I mean, yes, he should definitely get a guitar. He learned to play that song, for the show. I mean, the commitment to a show like that, that's how you do it. I'm not even sure he was a guitar player before, but he made sure to learn that song, man. And he got to play live with the guys, and he got a signed guitar. Isn't that cool? That's wholesome. I like that. What is that shirt that he's wearing right there, Kirky? Night of the Living Dead? That's a cool shirt.
Yeah. This will get you in anywhere. Yeah.
What? I want a pass like that. Why can't I get a pass like that? I want to get in anywhere. Okay, is Tom Delonge about to announce his return to Blink 182? He was putting up a picture on Instagram of the band looking like this, and this is not really metal news, so f*** off. Okay, Philip Anselmo is talking again, and he's saying, he's talking. Did you hear? He talked. He says, I know Dimebag and Vinnie Paul will want the legacy and the name of Pantera to go on and on. I think I know Diamond Vince will want the legacy and the name of Pantera to go on and on and on, and in everybody's damn face. I know that for sure. Absolutely, dude. That would be their biggest dream. Well, maybe that is the truth, but I don't think it's their biggest dream to have it made like it is right now without Dimebag and Vinny and it being called Pantera. This, I don't know, man. The more I talk about this and the more I bring this up about, the Pantera tribute, Pantera reunion, Pantera whatever, I'm actually getting a little sick and tired of seeing how this is really dividing a lot of people. Let's cut to the cheese, okay? This is not Pantera. It's not a Pantera reunion. It's a Pantera tribute. That's all it is. The question, as I've said before, is how are they going to announce this when they eventually go on the poster? Is it going to say Pantera? Is it going to say Pantera Tribute or the Return of Pantera, or, you know, Pantera plus Zakk Wylde and Charlie Benante? I think that's going to be the turning point. I think we're in a limbo right now where we're like, okay, you know, this is fine. This is fine. But I think we're going to see another spark of outrage when we see how they will announce this on tour posters. If it says only Pantera, a lot of people are going to get fucking mad. And it says right here in the article that Vinny was completely against it before his passing, that it's, you know, thinking that people want Pantera again, it's really selfish. So I don't think his wish was that, well, if there were other circumstances, yes, I would understand. And maybe Dimebag, maybe Vinnie Paul at the later edge would just, you know, bury the hatchet. But at the same time, oh, why am I talking about this already? Are we fucking beating a dead horse right here? I think so. Philip Anselmo said a thing. He's probably still going to play. It's probably going to be called Pantera. I think it's going to be called Pantera. It's going to piss a lot of people off. I'm still going to go watch it. Okay. Last but not least, I like people falling over. And Mudvayne singer Chad Gray, he fell over while playing a song called Not Falling. And that is just the irony right there. So we're going to check it out. I haven't seen this. It's been on the internet for a week, but I haven't watched it yet. We're going to watch it right now. Let's check it out. All right. He's cool. Mudvayne, man. Is he okay? Oh, that's awkward. Imagine standing there in the crowd and then get a fucking singer on you. Also, I was thinking as I'm watching this, look, the guitar player, he's not going to be able to play this guitar anymore. Hey! Well, he can play this guitar that he has, but there's never going to be more made. They're not going to make this guitar again. It's a Dean guitar with a V shape, okay? That's not going to be the thing. Can we watch that fall again? Epic. That's excellent. Don't laugh at this. It's not fun to laugh at misfortunes of other musicians, but thank God for mobile cameras, man. So we get to see a lot of bullshit. All right, because this is the news, I figured I would give you a piece of news right here from SWOLA that hasn't been, you know, this hasn't been on any news outlets or anything. I mean, the news is a news outlet nowadays, man. So I'm gonna give you a piece of news right here. Maybe you guys don't care, but The Haunted has started writing a new album, or we're preparing for a new album. We haven't released anything since 2017, since Strength in Numbers, but we're finally kind of, you know, rounding up the ideas now, and we're gonna try and finish off an album pretty soon. A lot of people have been asking why hasn't there been an album since Strength in Numbers? It's just the circumstances, man. Everyone is very busy with their own shit, basically. I mean, Jonas and Adrian also has At the Gates, Jensen has Witchery, and, you know, we all have jobs as well. And The Haunted has been kind of like a little bit in between, stuck in between a little bit. And, you know, I've been releasing solo albums and shit like that. It's just, it's tough to get things going. But we're finally starting to round up ideas, and I'm really excited about the things that I've heard so far, and I think it's gonna be kick-ass. When is it gonna be released? When are we gonna record? I don't know, okay? But the news is here, we're working on it, okay? Exciting? Up to you. Is it exciting? I don't know. Heh? Meh. The news.
Who's up there? You won't escape that way.
Adventures with Ola. 2 more gigs with The Haunted happening right here. So this weekend I have 2 gigs with The Haunted, one in Bergdalarocken and then the other one at Krylbomangel. So 2 festivals, basically summertime festivals in Sweden. So I'm headed there right now. It's a 5-hour drive. Thank God for Discord and the people in the Discord so I can sit and talk with them in the meantime. waiting for McDonald's, because that's like a tradition almost now that I'm going out on tour in Sweden. But I'm gonna show you what I brought today. I brought an Englund Savage. It's for Jensen. He didn't have an amp with him, so brought an Englund Savage as a backup. But I'm bringing my quad Cortex rig and all that, and my power amp, so that's what I'm gonna play on for this show. I have my guitars, obviously. I have Jensen's guitar because I had to drive Jensen's guitar here. That's the gear right there. I'm here waiting, and here he is. Holy shit. Okay. Yep. Tack så mycket. Received. All right, so I stopped in the middle of the forest to pee, and I just noticed how silent it is. It's like being in one of those anechoic chambers out here. Check this out, man. There's no cars, there's no nothing, there's just forest. I mean, listen. And this is what like 70% of Sweden looks like, by the way. It's just forests, man. Like, I haven't seen a car in a really long while, so I wonder where the hell this festival is, man. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
Modem heter det väl?
Jävlar vad bra det blev. Are you ready?
Always.
I'm sitting here at the hotel room a couple hours before gig, watching Samus live, man. I love that guy. And he loves the parts more than I do, I think. Shit. We have a couple of hours before we head back to the venue to play the gig. We play really late tonight, and then we have to go really fast early in the morning home, because tomorrow is my dad's birthday. Alright, then now I'm back home. And dude, those were two pretty small festivals. They're very common that these exist in Sweden, very small festivals. Not too many people, but still awesome as usually when you go to these smaller shows and the countryside, you know, there's a lot of action going on in the audience. So it was really fun, man. I was really appreciating it. But I also appreciated actually just driving everywhere in Sweden. It's not that often that you drive on the smaller roads and just, you know, to see how beautiful Sweden is during the summer. I actually had to stop just to see the sights for a little bit. It's really magical in Sweden during summer. Obviously, the rest of the year it sucks, but yeah, man, Sweden's beautiful. Anyways, I'm home now. We celebrated my dad's birthday, and everything is fine. Back to Sunday with Ola. All right, question of the day. Ha! Kieran Roberts, TOA. Question of the day. What's happening with Feared? Legit good question. Is this another piece of news, maybe, that could be in the same segment as the Haunted piece of news? Let me drink. Just as with the Haunted and Strength in Numbers, Fear hasn't released anything since 2017 either. I already talked about this with my members, but there is a Feared album in the works as well. Most of it is done, except for actual vocal recording. So, and that can take a while, but we're working on that as well. So there's stuff coming, man. Feared and the Haunted. When will they be released? I have no idea. I don't want to give any expectations. It's going to be released when it's ready. Okay? That's a good deal, right? Thank you so much for that question. All right, my friends, that was Sunday with Ola97 for you right there. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're still here watching this in the premiere. And I promise you, I'm soon back to normality. Normality, a little bit. No, because I'm still, you know, my kids are still on vacation. So, you know, I'm not working as much as I am when they're in school, which is a good thing for me, but maybe not content-wise. But I am gonna get back to it very soon. You're gonna see more content from me. Right now, it's a little stale, like 2 videos a week. It should be like 3 at least, in my opinion. So, thank you so much for the patience. I hope you have a great remainder Sunday. If you want to support what I'm doing, go to my merch shop and get some t-shirts or something like that. Maybe an album or two. Okay, we have vinyls again for Master of the Universe, for instance. You can get a Master of the Universe vinyl now again. It's been out of stock for a full year, but we have them in stock again. Huh? Guys, thank you. You're awesome.